Hey everyone, TDR Traded Black Podcast touches down here in downtown Detroit for the NFL Draft 2024. Big day to say the least. There's all kinds of NFL fans, Lions fans, Niners fans, Cowboys fans, all touching down here in the Motor City. Who's going to get picked and where? But the reason why we're here, we want to find out from the fan base here. We see all kinds of alcoholic beverages advertised during the Super Bowl. Could we see TH beverages come soon? We want to get people's feedback, how much they understand the industry, where it's going, and could they see THC beverages in 30-second ads within the Super Bowl in years to come? Let's go and find out. All right, first up, we got a Niners fans in Detroit. Bold move. Get any flack here from the fans here today?
Yeah, a little bit. Some other Niners fans here, so it's okay.
We got Lions fans downtown Detroit. This is like probably the best day of the year, is it not, gents?
It is. It's the best time of the year right now.
Okay, so what's your name?
Tristan.
Tristan, where are you from?
Detroit.
Detroit. And you?
James.
James, where are you from?
Detroit.
Detroit. Big Lions fan. What's your name?
Brandy.
Where are you from?
I am from Rochester, Michigan.
Get down here early today for the draft?
Yeah.
Bears fan. What's your name?
Eric,
Eric, where are you from?
New Mexico, originally Chicago.
New Mexico.
Yes, sir.
Still a Bears fan, though.
Born and raised, man. No other choice.
Big pick tonight. Who are you thinking?
We've got a
Oh, he's prepared. Are you obviously a cannabis user, yes or no?
yes. I have my card, thanks to my doctor.
We got a Ravens fan, we got a Bills fan, we got a Packers fan, Vikings fan. One thing they all have in common, they love cannabis. You used to work at the cannabis space?
I used to work as an assistant manager in a couple cannabis stores in Canada, yeah.
Who do you guys think you're taking the first round?
Xavier Worthy.
That's what you guys need, you think?
Yeah, speed. Speed kills.
The line's trading up?
They might trade up, they might stay put, but I'm assuming they go straight up.
Who are the Lions picking in the first round?
I have no idea.
You're just here for a nice sunny day of tailgating, right?
I'm a bandwagon fan. I live in Michigan, but I don't know much about it.
You guys here for the draft then? Any big predictions going on here tonight?
Ravens trade out, and I think the Chargers will trade Herb to the Vikings.
Interesting. Oh, yourself.
Lions trade out, and a lot of people here are very disappointed. And Brandon Bean for the Bills trades up, and it works out as well as Josh Allen did.
There you go. We got a Lions fan here in the background. You agree with these guys? They trading back? What do you think?
I don't think so. I think we go first round. I think we use our pick in the first round. And I love that guy's jersey right there.
Listen, what we do at the Dales Report, we cover the cannabis industry and more importantly, cannabis stocks. You see all kinds of alcoholic beverages advertised during the Super Bowl. Be curious, how familiar are you with the industry and do you think we'll see cannabis beverages advertised during the Super Bowl in years to come?
I think there's some growth, definitely advertise some free product, and I think people are definitely open to it.
Do you see beverages like THC, cannabis beverages advertised during the Super Bowl in the next few years?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. It's the acceptance is growing massively, don't you think?
Yes, I do think so.
Do you think cannabis and cannabis beverages will be advertising in the Super Bowl in years to come?
Maybe because right now it's legal. Everybody's doing it. It's like a recreation thing that we all do.
The acceptance and awareness of cannabis will one day be a 30-second ad in a Super Bowl?
I hope so. It definitely should be. It's the most natural product there is. So.
Did you see the poll this week that shows 3 out of 5 Americans actually think the consumption of cannabis is safer than alcohol? Thoughts today?
Oh, I totally believe it. How many I've put, in the last 5 years, I've put 4 friends in the ground from drinking and driving related things, whether it's someone hit them or they've been not smart enough to get behind the wheel. I have never buried a friend from smoking a joint or taking a bong toke.
Do you find your friends, that sort of thing, are consuming or at least are more pivoting towards cannabis versus alcohol?
Yeah, I think people are definitely open to it.
There's a poll that shows 3 out of 5 Americans actually think that the consumption of cannabis is safer than alcohol. Do you agree with that?
I do agree with that, yeah.
Do you find a lot of people around your age are actually pivoting towards cannabis consumption versus alcohol?
Yes, they are.
Are you familiar with the whole adult use and medicinal and the sales that are being produced here in Michigan right now? Like 300 million a month.
Yeah, like it's insane. It's insane that, like you mentioned, like we have fentanyl as a Schedule II drug, and this like. I've worked retail for years. And I have never had a angry stoner. I've had a very drunk asshole.
What do you think about adult use being legal here in the state of Michigan?
I think it's good. It's making us money.
I love it.
When you talk about cannabis brands, anything specific that interests you?
All of it, just weed. I like weed.
Are you a big supporter of the regulated, legalized market?
Sure. Yeah, I'll get it any way I can, but as long as it's regulated, at least I have a place to go to.
Any specific brands that you know? You ever heard of the Gage Cannabis brand?
I have heard of the Gage Cannabis brand. Yes, I have.
Is it a popular one amongst friends?
I think so. I don't smoke cannabis personally, so.
Are you familiar with any brands like Gage Cannabis? Gage the big one.
No, I'm not that informed, but yeah.
Yeah.
I know Calvin got his little brand of cannabis, but absolutely. Cannabis to me is safer than alcohol.
Exactly.
To me, for sure.
I
No
agree.
age limit, more control, but politics.
Absolutely. It's the good times without the hangover, right?
For sure.
Gents, enjoy the rest of your day. Appreciate the time. Appreciate you joining us. Enjoy your day, okay?
You too.
All right, nice. Happy draft day and happy belated 420 day. Thanks for joining us. Pat McAfee is in the crowd. Mr. McAfee, what do you think about cannabis consumption? Loves it. He loves it. Pat McAfee loves cannabis consumption. That was cool. Just saw Pat McAfee come by. I yelled out, "Hey, what do you think about cannabis?" He says loves it. What's your name?
I'm Nick.
Nick, where are you from?
I'm from Livonia, Michigan.
Big Lions fan.
Absolutely.
They traded up. They trading down. What are they doing here today?
They're trading back. They're not going to make a pick today.
You don't think? I don't know.
Everybody's going to have a good day today, but it's not going to end well if people want to see a pick today. Lions are trading back for sure.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't put that past Brad Holmes, though. He's a gambler a little bit, and it's paid off. But
It's either going to go back or he's going to go up, one of the two. He's not sitting at 29.
yeah. Let me ask you a question. How familiar? Like, Michigan is a state that has both adult use and medicinal legalized. So, yes, we could talk about cannabis. Don't have to worry about anything. This is a state that produces over $300 million in revenue on a monthly basis. Big state, second biggest in the U.S. Are you familiar with any brands here in the state?
So all I know is that Calvin Johnson's brand is the best brand of cannabis. I use it specifically every single time I smoke weed. I smoke Calvin Johnson's brand. Calvin DMs for some merch. That's the only one that I recommend, or Darren McCarty's brand. He's got a nice strain.
Oh, that's interesting. So, have you been trying Calvin's brand for quite some time?
I'm a big fan. What is it called? It's
Primitive.
It's called Primitive. Yes, it is. Him and Darren McCarty both make a good strain. It's good smokes. It's smooth stuff, and it hits the right spot.
Last thing I'll leave you with, and I said this to a lot of people around here today, 3 out of 5 Americans actually think here today that they think the consumption of cannabis is safer than alcohol. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. I can't say that actually. I enjoy the company of people that smoke a lot more than the company of people that drink, and I think a lot of people would agree with that.
It's a lifestyle change, isn't it? And we're starting to see a change in how people consume just to have a good time.
Absolutely. And it's when you got a bum knee and you're playing hoops as a 40-year-old during the day, going home and drinking a case of beer is never going to help that. You smoke a little weed and you're going to be just fine.
Listen, appreciate it and enjoy the rest of the day.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you very much.
All right, so there you have it. Downtown Detroit for the NFL draft. We spoke to a lot of people here today to find out what they think on consumption of cannabis, the brands. Is it on the rise? I think it's, relatively moving in the right direction. Next stop, one can only fathom in a couple years that we have some of these brands associated with the NFL. Hopefully they change their stance on the way, the players have actually verbalized and said that they need this. Maybe the league does do a different stance on all this, but one can only imagine with it fall this space that we see cannabis as a major sponsor here at the NFL draft. Well, guess what? The Bears are on the clock. The first pick's coming in, so make sure to check us all out. Leave some comments below. Let us know what you think. What do you think the whole industry is going to go? Do we see consumption lounges? What do you think of the cannabis industry? Is it healthy? I think it is based on the response here today. In the meantime, thanks for checking us out here today, and make sure to log on next week for our latest Traded Black podcast. Take care, everyone.
So
That was interesting. Good feedback, to say the least, but we want to hear from you. Make sure to smash that like button and leave lots of comments, because the more interaction that we have, the greater chance this video has for going viral. And if this goes viral, and like I said, our industry gets our day in the sun. As well, what companies do you want us to cover? Leave comments below, and we'd love to hear from you, because we wouldn't be here without you. So make sure to subscribe, everyone. And again, thanks for watching.